If your birth plans change and that change requires a transfer from the birth center, we as the midwives are able to accompany you guys to the hospital. We're still there to support you and make sure that the transition goes as smoothly as it can.
Our expectation is that we got you to the point where when you're in labor that you're ready for whatever might happen. We want to make sure that we're keeping you and the baby safe. And so sometimes that means that we have to work with our partners, and sometimes that means transfer. Sometimes there's tricks and tips and things that we do here to try to get things moving. But labor is just one of those things that it's completely outside of our hands, and being okay with that is the biggest thing, really, that we want you to be prepared for when it comes to labor.
People need to take time to grieve the loss of the perfect birth and to give our clients space to do that, to allow them to express that as many times as they need to, in whatever way they need to. I think that's really important to do.
The best way to assist someone with that process is to listen to their story, to their experience, to reflect back to them the feelings that they're having and really validate those feelings. But I also think it's great to encourage someone to see the ways that they were powerful in their birth.
We're able to spend time processing that experience. A lot of times we have those hospital records, so we're able to review those hospital records if there are questions about what happened, why did that happen, that we're really able to kind of dig deep into that and help with that processing. And then of course, sometimes it's outside of us. Sometimes we do need to get additional help from therapists, psychiatrists, and so we'll make those referrals too as necessary to help process any births that didn't go to plan.
We're going to be with you through the whole process. Sometimes things don't go as planned, but our goal is to work with you, help you to process what is happening, make sure you have all the information that's needed to make decisions. If it is an emergency situation, we're going to give you our strong recommendation of how we need to proceed to keep you and your baby safe. If it was a situation where you needed to transfer to the hospital, we make sure that they have your records so they know all the care that you've received, and we go with you to facilitate that transfer of care and make sure that you feel comfortable in that new setting.
Everybody that delivers here, we go through a birth plan, we go through what their wants are, what their desires are, but we also talk about, what could happen. And it can be difficult. Part of our job is to help them process that change and accept it eventually, and understand that, that's their baby's birth, and it's still a beautiful birthday, and it's still a miracle no matter where or how baby gets born. So it's something that we do talk about in the moment. There are always choices, and then we talk about it at the postpartum visits as well, and try to be as supportive as we can.